Have you ever thought it was over?
And here forever I do, y'all, we brag. That's right.
What build relationships according
to God.
Yeah.
How do we tackle this and, grow our relationship together, but we have all this baggage here, like, what are we going to do? And that kind of sort of leads us to our last point, which is community.
So this was an answered prayer. So we said we started, we just were praying. We put some action behind it. We went to counseling. And God has a way of actually answering your prayers in a way that you don't even know is going to happen.
Yeah.
We kind of stumbled upon community. I think it was just through social media, watching a friend of ours attend that church, and something happened. Like, I think that they ended up opening a location in our neighborhood.
Yeah.
We started attending, and then Gleesy actually said, let's go to this marriage group. Now, I'm like finding every excuse in the book why not to go. Oh, it's after work. I don't feel like driving through the DMV traffic, and anybody that lives in this area, you know what like that 495 traffic coming out of like the DC, Virginia area can be like. I was like, no, I'm not driving, spending hours in that traffic, then getting home, have to change, and then go out to a group and sit around with a bunch of other couples that I don't know. No. And then I was convicted. God kind of convicted me, was like, wait a minute, like, Lisa didn't want to go to counseling when you first asked, and now she actually took the steps and went, and now you're telling her, no, you're not going to go to this group, like, get up and go. And I decided to go, and I'm telling you, like the word says, again, like, confess your sins to God to be forgiven, but confess them to man to be healed. And sometimes we don't apply that. But that's what community is about. It's about finding that trusted group of people that you can talk about your shortcomings, your downfalls, your pitfalls with, and then God starts to heal them. And it wasn't until we got into community that we started to find out all those bags we unpacked that we left on the bed, and we didn't know what to do with all of the stuff that was unpacked. We started to find answers. And we started to realize that it was a whole bunch of other married couples that had unpacked the same things, and they too were trying to find a way to what do they do with it next. And in that community, we found answers, we found solutions, we found tools.
It was so good. Like, and we are still friends with some of the couples that we met in that group. Like, one of the couples are the godparents to our daughter, and it's so crazy because I feel like everything led us up to that moment. So like I felt like our steps were definitely ordered to get to that moment, because I feel like if anything happened in a different kind of way, we might not have made it there. So it's like this had to happen, and then this had to happen, and then this had to happen, and now here we are. Like, we had, I knew that God had a plan for us, but I just couldn't see it. Like, I could not see it, because we were like fussing and arguing, and then we would have a great, couple of months, and then we right back into the pit of fussing and arguing. And it was just like, oh my gosh, this is not what God has for us.
Yes. So we've said before, you have to pray his word. Like, again, it's all started with that prayer. So just pray this prayer. Ask God to be a lamp to your feet, a light to your path. Ask him to order your steps. You know that the steps of the righteous man are ordered by God. Ask him to order your steps, and then ask him to turn those hearts of yours that may be stone, because if you, like us, and you thought it was over, or you think it's over, that heart may be stone right now. Ask him to turn it back into flesh, and then follow the path that he likes for you.
All right, guys, thank you so much for joining us. If you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the subscribe button so you never miss a video. We welcome you into the Forever I Do community.